not to brag, not to hype myself up, but like, I have the worst luck in the world. I'm just at the wrong place at the wrong time at any given moment. So I go to Georgia State, and this video is not meant to scare anyone from coming to Georgia State. I genuinely love it here. It's amazing. But also, it is downtown. It is Atlanta, and there do be crackheads everywhere. Not literal crackheads, but I mean that too, but I mean like the clownery that goes on around here is astronomical. I mean, people who are just insane, you know? Insane things happen. So I really am happy here, and I love it here. And a lot of people go here, leave here, get their degree, and never have anything like this ever happen to them. But like, I just got bad luck, okay? So second semester of freshman year, I had ADMs Monday through Thursday, and it was a pain in the butt. I absolutely hated it. But anyway, I was going to one of my ADMs, and I was like, at the beginning of the semester, I was like eating breakfast before I went to class and like getting ready, like changing my clothing, like putting my hair up or something. I don't know. No, at this point in the semester, I was just rolling out of bed, putting my shoes on, and walking out the door. Literally. 7:45. I roll out of bed, I put my shoes on, I walk out the door, and I'm not there. Like, not really there. So I am walking, and I'm on my phone, as any good teenager usually is.
Why?
And I'm on my phone, and I'm walking, and I have to like make this left turn, and there's like a fence at the corner, so like I can't really see. If I had been looking, I could have seen what was on the other side of the corner, or like around the corner, but I wasn't. So I'm on my phone, I know where I'm going like by memory, so I'm just walking, and I turn, and okay, so I trip over something. Not like straight, like, not like, but like I saw something dark, a big thing on the floor. So I like stopped myself, like my feet abruptly, and I fell forward, and I almost stepped on it. But I didn't actually make like physical contact with it. So I'm walking, I trip, and I look up, and there's like 3 people, and they're all looking at me with the most horrified look on their faces I've ever seen. They're just like completely shocked and disgusted and disappointed in me. And I look up at them, and I look down, and it's a body. Yes, I look down, smack dab, like in the middle of the sidewalk. There's a body. And later on, my sister was like, "Did you even verify that it was dead?" I don't know how many of you have had the experience of being around a body outside of like a funeral setting. You just know, like, when there's like nobody there, so to speak. And so I look down, and this body is face down, like on the floor. And my sister was like, "How do you know he wasn't sleeping?" I was like, I don't know who sleeps like that. Also, that was not a sleeping position. But I look down, and I
that you had
and I just, I don't,
you could
I don't,
you do you want you could do so.
I don't know the proper etiquette around corpse on the floor. Like, I'm not freaking FBI. Like, I'm not part of the freaking homicide task force. Like, I don't know what one does around a body on the sidewalk on your way to your 8 a.m. when you're like half asleep. So I look down at the body and I'm like, sorry. And then I look, I apologize to the body. And then I look up at everyone else and I was like, sorry, I'm late for class. And then I just like shuffle around the body and I keep walking.
When there's too much drama at school, all you gotta do is walk away.
And I looking back, I know I'm an absolute idiot. Like, in retrospect, there was so many other things that I could have done better.
Stupid.
But one of the people was on the phone with what I'm assuming was like the ambulance or the police or something, and like I didn't know what to do. And I obviously, like, now thinking back, there's other things I could have done. But in the moment, I just woken up, like literally like 3 minutes before this happened, and I had no idea what was going on. And I just awkwardness came out. I don't know. And so I walked to class, and like zero thoughts are going through my head as I'm walking to class. I don't know. I just tend to do that when like traumatic things happen. I just wasn't thinking about it. I just walked to class and I sat down, and I was actually, I remember, I was actually a little bit early. And I remember I just sat down, and it wasn't until I sat down and I was like, wait a minute. What just happened? And I just sat there and I was like, dude, you tripped over a dead body just now. And and obviously my first reaction was to tell everyone I could. My sister, she was like, gosh, you just like never shut up about like you tripping over a dead body. And I was like, dude, if you had tripped over a dead body, you wouldn't shut up about it either, okay? It's kind of a big deal, okay? And I don't want to be disrespectful because someone did actually die, and it's really sad that we live in a world where someone could die on the sidewalk and potentially someone could trip over them. So after the adrenaline of everything wore off, I did stop and think about it, and I definitely have prayed for the guy. And maybe you can too. I'm kind of using this as therapy to process what actually happened, but I don't mean to make light of someone dying. So yeah, I hope you are all as traumatized as I am. That's the end of the story. But actually, let me know if you want a part 2, because I got a lot more stories about freshman year. This year I'm an RA, so most of my stories are confidential, so I can't really share those. But freshman year, man, was wild. I've barely scratched the surface of the chaos that was freshman year. So, let me know if you want a part 2.